Once upon a time, in a small town called Starville, a group of friends discovered something amazing. There was Ellie, a brave girl with bright red hair who loved adventure. Max, her clever best friend, wore glasses and could solve any puzzle. Then there was Leo, a tall boy who loved science and dreamed of exploring the universe. Together, they spent their afternoons imagining what it would be like to meet aliens. One sunny day, while playing in the woods near Starville, they stumbled upon an ancient-looking spaceship hidden behind some trees. It was rusty and covered in vines, but the door was slightly open. "Let's go inside," Ellie exclaimed, her eyes sparkling with excitement. Max and Leo hesitated at first, but Ellie's adventurous spirit was contagious. They stepped inside, and to their surprise, the ship came alive. Lights flickered, and a holographic screen appeared. "Welcome, Earthlings," it said in a deep, booming voice. "I am Zorak, the Galactic Navigator." The friends exchanged excited glances. They had never seen anything like this before. Zorak explained that a galactic hierarchy ruled over many planets, including Earth, but they didn't know humans existed. "You are the first humans to contact us," Zorak said. "But beware, the galactic hierarchy does not tolerate independence. They might want to control your planet." Max's eyes widened. "What do we do?" he asked. Zorak continued, "We must unite the Earth's people. Only together can you overcome the hierarchy and gain your freedom." Determined to help, Ellie, Max, and Leo decided to embark on a quest to gather allies. They began by visiting their town's library, where they met a wise old librarian named Ms. Sage. She had silver hair and glasses that magnified her curious blue eyes. Miss Sage listened to their story and suggested they visit the nearby village of Brightvale. "Brightvale is known for its brave warriors," she said. "They might join your cause." Excited, the friends hopped back into the spaceship. With Zorak's guidance, they zoomed through the skies, leaving Starville behind. As they approached Brightvale, they saw colorful houses and people bustling about. They landed in a grassy field and were greeted by a tall, muscular girl named Kira, known for her incredible strength and courage. "Who are you, and why have you come here?" Kira asked, her arms crossed. Ellie stepped forward. "We are here to ask for your help against the Galactic Hierarchy. They want to control Earth, and we must unite to fight back." Kira's eyes sparkled with determination. "Count me in. My village has been training for years. We're ready to fight for freedom." The friends cheered, and together with Kira, they began to spread the word. They traveled from village to village, gathering brave warriors, clever inventors, and wise scholars. Each new ally brought unique skills to their team. In a town called Tech City, they met a brilliant inventor named Gizmo, a small robot with a big heart. Gizmo could build incredible machines. "I'll create a fleet of spaceships for us," he declared, his mechanical arms whirring with excitement. With Gizmo on their side, they launched a massive spaceship fleet, ready to face the galactic hierarchy. But they needed one more thing: a strategy to defeat the aliens. They gathered for a meeting in the main ship. "We need to know their weaknesses," Max suggested. "Gizmo, can you hack into their systems?" "Of course," Gizmo replied, his eyes blinking rapidly. "I'll find out everything we need to know." As Gizmo worked, Ellie and Kira trained the warriors, teaching them how to fight and defend their planet. Days turned into weeks as they prepared for the ultimate battle. Finally, the day arrived. They received word that the Galactic Hierarchy had noticed their movements and were sending a fleet to invade Earth. Zorak stood tall, his holographic form glowing brightly. "It's time, my friends. Are you ready to fight for your freedom?" "Yes," the friends shouted in unison. As the alien ships descended from the sky, the Earth team gathered their courage. Gizmo had successfully hacked into the hierarchy systems, and they had a plan. "Follow my lead," Kira shouted, charging toward the enemy ships. The warriors followed her, and Max used his quick thinking to direct their movements. The battle was fierce. Bright lasers flashed across the sky, and the sound of explosions echoed. Ellie flew her spaceship with skill, dodging enemy fire. Gizmo's machines joined the fight, launching surprise attacks on the alien ships. But just as they thought victory was near, a massive ship appeared, led by a notorious alien general named Zarek. He was tall, with glowing red eyes and sharp claws. "You think you can defeat the Galactic Hierarchy? You are fools," he bellowed. Ellie felt a chill run down her spine, but she remembered the strength of her friends. "We can't give up now," she shouted. "Together, we are stronger." Suddenly, the ground shook as Kira and the warriors unleashed their secret weapon, a powerful energy blast created by Gizmo's inventions. It soared into the air and struck Zarek's ship, causing it to shake violently. Zarek roared in anger. "You will pay for this." He directed his remaining forces to attack with full force. But the Earth team stood strong. With each passing moment, their unity grew stronger, and they fought back with all their might. Just as Zarek prepared for a final blow, Max shouted, "Now, Gizmo, launch the surprise attack." Gizmo activated the secret fleet of spaceships, and they surrounded Zarek's ship. Lights flashed, and a blast of energy erupted, stunning the alien general and his forces. "Now's our chance," Kira yelled, rallying everyone. They charged forward, determined to win their freedom. The battle raged on, with each side refusing to back down. Just when it seemed like the Galactic Hierarchy might prevail, Ellie remembered Zorak's words about unity. "We must show them that we stand together," she cried out. Together, everyone echoed, their voices united. As they fought, a glowing light surrounded them, and Zorak joined the battle, boosting their power. "You are not alone, Earthlings. Together, we can overcome anything." With renewed strength, the Earth team pushed forward, breaking through the enemy lines. They surrounded Zarek, who realized he was outnumbered. "This isn't over," he shouted as he retreated into the depths of space. The battle had ended, and the Galactic Hierarchy was defeated. The people of Earth cheered and celebrated their victory. They had overcome the odds and shown the universe the strength of unity. But Ellie, Max, Leo, Kira, and Gizmo knew this was just the beginning. They had proven that humans could stand tall among the stars. "We must prepare for what comes next," Leo said, looking up at the night sky filled with stars. "There are many more worlds out there, and we need to explore them." "Agreed," Ellie replied, her eyes shining with excitement. "Let's work together to create a better future for all." As the friends looked at each other, they knew that their journey was far from over. With the universe waiting for them, they felt ready for whatever adventures lay ahead. The stars were calling, and they were determined to answer. With the Galactic Hierarchy's defeat, Earth celebrated its newfound freedom. The friends, Ellie, Max, Leo, Kira, and Gizmo, became heroes, their names known throughout the planet. People looked up to them as leaders and defenders of their home. But deep down, they knew their adventure was just beginning. They gathered in the spacious meeting room of the newly built Unity Center in Starville, brainstorming ideas to unite Earth's nations. Max had an idea. What if we form an alliance with other planets? There could be civilizations out there that want to join us. Leo, who had always dreamed of exploring the universe, was excited but worried. But how do we reach them? The Galactic Hierarchy had advanced communication technology. Zorak, the galactic navigator who had joined their team, stepped forward. "I can help with that. I'll teach you how to use the technology from the Hierarchy's ships. With it, you can send messages across the galaxy." Over the next few days, the friends learned everything they could from Zorak, creating a powerful communication device and setting up a galactic broadcast to reach out to any nearby civilizations. On the day they sent their first message, Ellie felt a mix of excitement and nervousness. "This is Ellie from Earth. We are a newly united planet looking for allies. If you can hear us, please respond." The silence that followed was tense, but just as they began to doubt, the device crackled to life. "This is Jara from the planet Viridian. We hear you, Earthlings. We are interested in your proposal." The friends cheered, realizing they had made contact with another civilization. With the connection established, Jara explained that Viridian was a beautiful planet filled with lush forests, sparkling lakes, and unique creatures. "We have faced our own challenges against the Galactic Hierarchy, and we would be honored to form an alliance with you. Determined to solidify their relationship, Ellie and her friends decided to travel to Viridian to meet Jara and discuss their alliance in person. Gizmo modified their spaceship, making it faster and more efficient for intergalactic travel. On the day of their journey, they blasted off into the starry sky, leaving Earth behind. The spaceship hummed with energy as they traveled through the vastness of space. Leo gazed out the window, mesmerized by the twinkling stars and distant galaxies. When they finally arrived at Viridian, they were greeted by Jara, a tall being with shimmering green skin and bright blue eyes. "Welcome to Viridian," Jara said, extending a hand. The friends stepped out of their spaceship, amazed by the planet's beauty. Towering trees glowed in shades of turquoise and gold, and exotic flowers filled the air with sweet scents. Jara led them to a magnificent city built among the trees, where the Viridians lived in harmony with nature. They celebrated the arrival of their new allies with a grand feast, showcasing delicious foods and vibrant music. Ellie, Max, Leo, Kira, and Gizmo felt welcomed and at home. During the feast, Ellie and Jara shared stories about their worlds. Jara spoke of the Viridians' commitment to protecting their environment and their struggles against the Galactic Hierarchy. "Together, we can create a better future for both our planets," Jara said. As the days passed, the friends gathered to discuss plans for their alliance. Kira proposed training sessions where warriors from both planets could learn from each other. Max suggested sharing technology to enhance their defenses. Leo excitedly spoke about exploring Viridian's unique resources. "Let's create a new way to communicate and strategize," Gizmo added. They spent days discussing ideas and forming a solid plan focused on mutual support, knowledge exchange, and defense against any threats. The friendships formed between the Earthlings and Viridians grew stronger with each passing day, united by their shared goals and hopes. One evening, while the group was stargazing, Zorik suddenly turned serious. "I'm picking up a strange signal coming from the edge of the galaxy. It seems to be a distress call." Ellie's heart raced. "We have to check it out? It could be another civilization in trouble." Jara nodded in agreement. "We should investigate. It's our duty to help." The friends quickly prepared their spaceship for the journey, and with Jara joining them, they set off toward the source of the signal. As they traveled, the signal grew stronger, a series of beeps and static filling the air. When they arrived, they discovered a small, damaged ship floating in the void. Its hull was cracked, and the crew appeared to be in distress. "We have to help them," Kira said, urgency filling her voice. As they boarded Captain Thorne's ship, they were met with chaos. The crew was battered but alive. "We have to get you out of here," Jara said. "Can you tell us what happened?" Captain Thorne explained that a band of space pirates had ambushed them while they were transporting valuable resources. "We managed to escape, but they're still out there. They might return to finish the job." Ellie felt a surge of determination. "We can't let them do that. We need to prepare for a fight." "Agreed," Captain Thorne said, looking at the friends with respect. "With your help, we might stand a chance." The friends quickly devised a plan. Gizmo repaired the ship's communication system, while Max coordinated with Captain Thorne to gather the crew. They would set a trap for the pirates when they returned. As they waited, tension filled the air. Ellie and her friends worked alongside Captain Thorne's crew, training them in combat tactics. Kira led the charge, teaching everyone how to fight back against their attackers. Just as the sun began to set, the pirate ship appeared in the distance, sleek and menacing. "Get ready!" Kira shouted, rallying everyone. The crew of Captain Thorne's ship took their positions, and the Earthlings prepared their defenses. As the pirate ship approached, the friends felt a mix of fear and excitement. "We can do this!" Ellie shouted, her heart racing. "For Earth! For Viridian! For Kael!" The pirate ship unleashed a barrage of fire, but Gizmo had prepared their ship for the attack. "Hold steady," he called out as the shields activated, absorbing the blows. Ellie and her friends returned fire, aiming their weapons at the pirate ship. Kira led the charge, using her strength to direct the crew. The battle was fierce, with lasers flying and explosions echoing in space. Captain Thorne fought bravely alongside them, his crew holding their ground. Max quickly devised a strategy to flank the pirate ship while Leo coordinated their attacks from the control panel. "Now, everyone!" Ellie shouted, urging them forward. They pushed against the pirates, their combined strength overwhelming the enemy. After a long, grueling battle, the pirates finally began to retreat. Their ship was heavily damaged, and they fled into the darkness of space, leaving Captain Thorne's crew victorious. Cheers erupted on both ships as the crew celebrated their hard-earned victory. "We did it!" Max shouted, high-fiving Kira. Captain Thorne approached Ellie and her friends, gratitude shining in his eyes. "Thank you for your bravery. You've saved our lives and strengthened our resolve against the Galactic Hierarchy. We couldn't have done it without your crew," Ellie replied, beaming with pride. "This victory is for all of us." Jara smiled, looking at the Earth team and Captain Thorne's crew. "This alliance is becoming stronger every day. Together, we can face any challenge." As they returned to Viridian, Ellie, Max, Leo, Kira, Gizmo, and Captain Thorne reflected on their journey. They had faced great danger, but emerged stronger, forging new friendships and alliances. With the Galactic Hierarchy still a looming threat, they knew their mission was far from over. Together, they would prepare for whatever challenges awaited them in the universe. Ellie gazed at the stars, feeling a sense of purpose. "We will protect our worlds and explore the galaxy. There are many more adventures ahead of us." As their ship soared through the cosmos, the friends looked forward to new horizons and exciting discoveries, ready to face whatever the universe had in store for them. But even as they celebrated their triumph, they couldn't shake the feeling that darker forces were lurking in the shadows. Rumors began to spread of an even more powerful enemy emerging from the depths of space, one that had taken notice of their growing alliance. The friends knew they had to stay vigilant. They began training harder, sharing knowledge, and preparing for any threat that might come their way. Then one day, a mysterious figure appeared in the skies above Viridian. It was a ship unlike any they had seen before, massive and dark with ominous markings. The crew felt a chill run down their spines as they watched it descend. Zorak warned them, "This ship does not belong to the Galactic Hierarchy. It is something far more dangerous." The friends gathered together, their hearts pounding with a mix of fear and determination. They had faced adversity before, and they were ready to stand together once again. As the ship landed, a figure stepped out. It was an imposing alien with shimmering silver skin and piercing red eyes. "I am General Kaelith, commander of the Celestial Legion. I have come to discuss your growing alliance." Ellie, Max, Leo, Kira, and Gizmo exchanged wary glances. They had fought hard for their freedom, and now this new enemy was seeking to disrupt their efforts. But Ellie felt a spark of curiosity. "What do you want with us, General Kaelith?" she asked boldly. "We have been watching your progress. Your alliance poses a threat to our dominance in the galaxy," Kaelith replied, his voice smooth yet chilling. "But we offer you a choice. Join us, and you will gain power and protection beyond your imagination. Refuse, and you will face the consequences." The friends stood frozen, processing his words. Kira stepped forward defiant. "We will never join forces with you. We fight for freedom, not domination." General Kaelith's expression darkened. "Then prepare for war," he sneered. With that, he returned to his ship, leaving behind a tension-filled silence. Ellie felt a surge of adrenaline. "We can't let him intimidate us. We have to prepare for battle." Max nodded in agreement. "We need to rally the Viridian people and strengthen our defenses. This is just the beginning." And so, the friends dedicated themselves to their cause, ready to face whatever challenges lay ahead. They strengthened their bonds with the Viridian people, teaching them advanced combat techniques and strategies. Captain Thorne joined them in their preparations, sharing insights from his own experiences. Together, they built a formidable force, determined to protect their newfound alliance. Days turned into weeks as they trained tirelessly, crafting weapons and strategizing for the upcoming conflict. They even sent out messages to other civilizations, warning them of the approaching threat. Slowly, more allies began to emerge, rallying behind the united cause of Earth and Viridian. The tension in the air was palpable as everyone prepared for the inevitable clash against General Kaelith and his Celestial Legion. As they stood together on the eve of battle, Ellie looked around at her friends and newfound allies. No matter what happens tomorrow, we stand together. We fight for our freedom, for our worlds, and for the future. Cheers erupted from the assembled warriors, a roar of unity that echoed through the trees of Viridian. They were ready to face the storm. The following day, as dawn broke over the horizon, they could see the shadows of the Celestial Legion approaching. This was just the beginning of their epic journey, a battle for the fate of the galaxy. Together, they would fight with everything they had, ready to overcome any challenge in their way. As Ellie and her friends took their positions, a fierce determination burned in their hearts. They knew that they were not just fighting for themselves, but for all those who believed in the power of unity, courage, and hope. The time for action had come. As dawn broke over the horizon, Ellie, Max, Leo, Kira, Gizmo, and their newfound allies stood united on the lush fields of Viridian, ready to face the oncoming storm. The shadows of General Kaelith's Celestial Legion loomed closer, their dark ships blotting out the sun. The atmosphere was charged with tension and anticipation, but the friends felt a fierce determination burning in their hearts. "Remember why we fight," Ellie shouted, her voice cutting through the silence. "We stand for freedom, unity, and the future of our worlds. We may be outnumbered, but together, we are stronger than they can imagine." The warriors around her cheered, their spirits lifted. The Viridian soldiers, inspired by the Earthlings' bravery, felt ready to defend their home. As the enemy ships descended, Ellie and her friends took their positions. They had spent weeks training, strategizing, and preparing for this moment. The battle began with a roar. Lasers lit up the sky as the two sides clashed, the sound of explosions echoing across the valley. Ellie led the charge, fighting alongside Kira, who wielded her weapon with fierce precision. Max coordinated the defense, while Leo and Gizmo worked on disabling the enemy's communication systems, ensuring that their allies had the upper hand. As the battle raged on, it became clear that the Celestial Legion was relentless. General Kaelith's forces were powerful, but the united front of Earth and Viridian fought back with heart and determination. Captain Thorne rallied his crew, encouraging them to push forward. "For our worlds," he yelled, charging into the fray alongside Ellie. Despite the chaos, Ellie's resolve remained strong. She spotted General Kaelith directing his forces from a vantage point. "We need to take him out," she shouted to Kira and Leo. They nodded, their eyes locked on the target. The three friends maneuvered through the battlefield, dodging blasts and working as a team. As they approached the general, Kaelith noticed them and sneered. "You think you can defeat me?" he taunted, raising his weapon. But Ellie wasn't intimidated. "We're not afraid of you," she replied fiercely. With a swift move, Kira launched herself at Kaelith, and Leo followed closely behind, using his tech skills to disable the general's defenses. In the midst of the chaos, Gizmo spotted an opening. "Ellie now," he shouted. Ellie seized the moment, charging forward and delivering a powerful strike that knocked Kaelith off balance. The general stumbled, clearly caught off guard by their teamwork. With a final effort, Kira and Leo joined in, and together, they overcame Kaelith, knocking him to the ground. With their leader defeated, the morale of the Celestial Legion crumbled. The Earth and Viridian forces pushed forward, driving back the remaining enemy ships. The tide had turned, and victory was within reach. Cheers erupted as the last of the Celestial Legion retreated into the depths of space, leaving the battlefield to the united warriors of Earth and Viridian. As the dust settled and the sun broke through the clouds, Ellie and her friends stood together, battered but triumphant. "We did it!" Max exclaimed, grinning from ear to ear. The soldiers around them cheered, celebrating their hard-won victory. General Kaelith's defeat marked not just a victory in battle, but a turning point for the Alliance. Ellie looked around at her friends and the gathered warriors, feeling a swell of pride. They had fought not just for themselves, but for the future of their worlds. "This is just the beginning," she said, her voice filled with determination. "We will continue to unite, to explore the galaxy, and to protect each other from any threat that may come our way." And so, the friends embarked on a new chapter of their adventure. With the lessons learned from their battle against the Celestial Legion, they strengthened their bonds with Viridian and reached out to other planets, forging alliances and sharing knowledge. They became ambassadors of peace and cooperation in the galaxy, inspiring others to join their cause. Ellie, Max, Leo, Kira, Gizmo, and Captain Thorne traveled to new worlds, discovering diverse cultures and civilizations. They shared stories of their victory, teaching others the importance of unity and friendship. Together, they explored the stars, always prepared to face new challenges and protect those in need. The day had started as a battle for survival, but it had transformed into a journey of discovery, camaraderie, and hope. As they soared through the galaxy, Ellie gazed out at the stars, her heart filled with excitement for the adventures yet to come. She knew that as long as they stood together, there was nothing they couldn't overcome. And so, their story continued, a tale of friendship, bravery, and the indomitable spirit of humanity among the stars.